Bristol Arc has been caring for the city's pets and wildlife since 1887, helping, healing and homing over 14,000 vulnerable animals each year. We are the oldest and largest local animal charity, and although we are proud to be affiliated with the RSPCA, we receive no automatic funding from it. We rely entirely on local support within the community to fund our vital work. We've been helping, healing and homing animals from our rehoming centre in Bristol for over 130 years. On average, we find new and loving homes for around 500 animals each year. Up to 96 dogs, 50 cats, 60 small animals, 5 birds and 5 reptiles can be on site at our rehoming centre at any one time.
The work that takes place here at the rehoming centre is we have the stray dog contract for Bristol City Centre. We also support the RSPCA Inspectorate with their work, and we're also here to take unwanted animals from people. The adoption procedure, if somebody was interested in an animal of any species that we house here at the centre, they would also firstly come down and have a look at the animal, and for us to make sure that the animal likes them, and for them to make sure that they like the animal. If it's a dog, they would have to take it out for a walk and meet its main carer. And pretty much the same for any other animal. They would need to speak to the animal's main carer to make sure that we would be happy with the people with regards to that pet. Everybody in the household would need to come and meet the pet. Obviously you have some situations where one member of the household isn't happy about the adoption, so we would need to meet them all. And then with regards to dogs, they would have a trial day to see how they get on in their house. And cats are adopted after we've done a home visit, and same for any other species.
With our hundreds of success stories, one that really stands out to us is Molly's story. Molly arrived on the 9th of July 2017. She was discovered in the Backwell area of Bristol by a dog walker who took her to a local vet. She was found collapsed in a bush. When Molly came to our clinic, her condition was critical and her injuries were life-threatening. Thanks to our 24-hour service, Molly received immediate emergency care when she needed it the most. Molly's first X-ray revealed some shocking results. It showed a large amount of pellets in the left-hand side of her face. It was now clear that her facial injuries were due to Molly being shot. Molly was adopted by our head vet, Damien, and now spends her days living a healthy life, surrounded by her loving owners.
Molly was, turned out she'd been shot at blank point range with a shotgun in a very critical state when she arrived with us, and after a day or two she was stable enough. We took some x-rays, and the left side of her face, see the contents of, pretty much the full contents of a shotgun cartridge. She had fairly nasty wounds and a deep level of infection. And after 3 or 4 surgeries over the next, probably over 3 or 4 weeks, we became quite close friends. And I guess it got to a point where we knew she was going to be up for adoption, and why not?
Every day, there are lots of lost and straying animals on the streets of Bristol. Many of them arrive at our doors, sometimes ill and injured, after being brought in by a member of the public, the dog warden, RSPCA inspectors or the police. Every animal receives the treatment that it needs so that they are well enough to either be reunited with their owner or begin the search for a new home at our rehoming centre.
We get up to all sorts, so we provide a means-tested service, veterinary service for people in Bristol who are on low incomes. Particularly in the spring and the summer, we have a constant influx of wildlife to triage, and much of that we managed to move on to the wildlife hospital down at West Hatch. A hectic place like this, things can get a bit stressful, either just through the volume of work, so we might have multiple emergencies coming in at the same time, or maybe we've got a case that's particularly sad, and that can be obviously very depressing sometimes. But ultimately we've just got to remind ourselves that we're here and focus on the animals. That's what we're here for, whether they're owned or strays, and we just focus on doing our best for those, prioritise those, and just remind ourselves of what we could be doing.
With so many animals relying on us for care, shelter and vet treatment, we need over £2 million a year to continue our important work.
Fundraising is hugely important to Bristol Arc. We have so many animals to look after, and that's quite an expensive business. We receive no automatic funding from the National RSPCA, from local government, or from national government. So it's all down to the support from the Bristol public to keep our work going. There are lots of ways that we raise awareness within the Bristol public to gather donations. We have a strong social media presence on Facebook and Twitter, and we have a good relationship with the local media. We're often appearing in the Bristol Post or on television and local press. There are so many ways that the public can help Bristol Arc, from donating to volunteering, coming along to our events, or maybe even holding a fundraising event themselves or taking on a challenge to raise money for Bristol Arc.
For more information on Bristol Animal Rescue Centre and the work that we do, please visit www.bristolarc.org.uk.